Hi guys, what's up, what's down, what's sideways? James here for Chronic Fatigue Syndrome, my friend, my enemy, my constant companion. Week 1. So, it's been a week since I did since I did the last video of the 100 days. What's happened this week? On the Chronic Fatigue Syndrome side? So much fun. Okay, sorry, there's a lot there, right there. So this week on chronic fatigue syndrome, externally, I had to lessen the number of times I scrolled through the support groups this week because it's just all so negative, predominantly negative, and a lot of them are going still through the beginner stages, and some of the older ones are letting themselves stay in the beginner stages, and it's just mind-boggling. That's the content for the video I didn't do. I should do that sometime. Anyway, so they're still in the beginner stages of having CFS, which is the who's got these symptoms and is there a cure and those kind of things. It's understandable when you first get it. It's a little bit when you've had it for a while. It's like there's no need to keep stuck in there and dredged in, like, it's just like move on. So yeah, a lot of negativity on that. Anything that's like normal background noise for me, which could be anything from the fatigue, the pain, anything like that. Occasionally when it goes over the background noise and there's slightly more, I am reminded sometimes of just how it affects my life. And the funny thing is I can be reminded weekly, but I seem to forget. There's like, I guess it's a bit of optimism, or I don't know, my brain's just helping me out by not letting me remember too well how unpleasant it was. Like today was, so it was Sunday, and I was going to be productive. It was beautiful outside, or I can only assume from what I could see from the window. It was just a slice of the sky, and it looked beautiful. I was going to be productive. I had stuff done. I've recently added another 40 to 50 hours of work to my week, starting from not this week coming, but the following week. And so and that'll happen for like 6 months. So I've got less than 1 week now to prepare for those 6 months, because I've got to do a whole bunch of other stuff during those 6 months, and I'm going to be tired. So I'd rather get some planning done now in this week so that I've got something to build on, because it'd be easy to build on it as opposed to try and think of it when I'm that tired, because I will be tired. My life will become very regimented. I do this, I'll eat only this, I will be in bed at this time, regardless of whether I go to sleep, it doesn't matter, I will be in bed at this time, I will have to wake up at this time. So my life will become very regimented, just so that I can maintain that kind of energy output for such a period of time. Even if it was just a week, but I'm not talking a week, it's the better part of 6 months, so yay. But dollars is good, we all need a few dollars. So there was that, and like, so today I was reminded, by the way, here's not just you feeling fatigued, but here's you actually feeling sleepy, and it's always like a double combo. Like, being fatigued, you just power through it, but having that sleepy on top of it, just so I was trying to do stuff, and then I suddenly wasn't doing stuff. I was like, I'm going to be horizontal now. And then that was pretty much the day. And if I think about all the stuff that I didn't do, I'll go a little bit crazy. So tomorrow I'll just have to do what I can. I've got what I've got planned, and of that, I've triaged what's important, and I'll do what I can. but I will be a little bit more ruthless with myself tomorrow than I was today. It's Sunday, and Sundays will become my me days. So whether or not I go out and do something or see somebody, or they are whatever I need to recharge my mood and me, and that. So it wasn't too bad to get into that practice now, because um, I'll essentially be doing 6 days a week as of next week. So yeah, but the sixth day is me teaching swords and martial arts. So it's not. Yes, it's physically and energetically demanding, but mood wise, it's very good to go and do it when I can. So that's enjoyable. But yeah, there were some I had a mini tantrum. It was funny. Looking back on it, it was funny. I had a mini tantrum the week as well, because of like in regards to this chronic fatigue syndrome, of the foods I was eating, because my body is doing some strange things, and it was only because I was having an internal conversation that my brain was like, by the way, James, this is the answer to this thing that you've been thinking about for a while. I'm going to put some threads together for you, and here's the answer. And so all these threads came together, and I was like, oh, why didn't I see that sooner? All these threads came to sooner, and the end result was me not having a food that I really enjoy having once a day. It's my not guilty pleasure of, like, it's a source of calcium and fat and stuff like, and energy, so I can boost me up. Cause every day I'd managed for breakfasts. I'd finally be able to find something for breakfast, and it was natural yogurt, hemp seeds, and some raisins as a little bit of a sugar spike. And that I could manage for breakfast. I was able to have it on pretty much every day. It was amazing to finally have a breakfast. And the other thing that I was having was a quarter of a camembert. That was my put in a meal, make it a bit cheesy, but it's camembert, so it's a little bit fancy and it tastes better. And all these little threads came together, and like, James, you understand it's dairy, right? Yeah. So it's dairy, and I'm not lactose intolerant. My body just doesn't. What didn't click was, if I had a glass of milk every day, my body temperature would get really hot, and my body doesn't like processing. It takes a lot to process it. So cow's milk, I can have a glass every now and then if I really want it, but it doesn't like it, so I don't have it. And I knew this from a child, from my diet as a child. I did not have cow's milk growing up. I had goat's milk. Anyway, so, but I thought I was fine because I wasn't having as much. Apparently, though, in constant smallish doses, it still has an effect. But all the symptoms kind of run together, and so it can be hard to discern. There may have been something else in my diet that was having the same effect. I don't know, but it just clicked. Dairy. You're a camembert, and your natural yogurt is dairy. How do you feel? How did I feel? Mini tantrum, like. I was not happy. The good thing is about, like, if I go off it for a couple of weeks, I'll be able to have it every now and then as a thing, just not daily. But the other good thing about me is, like, if I identify a thing that is not like if I identify a food group that's not working, then I'll just cut it out. Like potatoes. I most probably, like, potatoes is a grey area. I most probably would be I'd most probably be better without them, but I choose to accept the consequences. It's potatoes. But if I really found out that potatoes were adversely affecting me in like a noticeably noticeable way, then I would cut them out. There's not really anything that I wouldn't cut out. I have since a child had eating plans where my diet for X weeks was just steamed vegetables or broth, or very simple. Like, people could be eating pizza and like, I want the pizza, and I'd be having not pizza. Or they'd be having ice cream, and it is very hard to be a child and a teenager and growing up. Like, it is not an easy course of action. However, because I did it then, even though it's not like it's not fun necessarily, it is easy to like switch into like look after yourself. So I just thought I'd share that with you, my little tantrum. What I like. Oh, I love camembert. Anyway, and no, I'm not going to have vegan cheese. That was wrong. Last time I tried that was nasty. So yeah, lots of negativity online, but let's try and stay positive. And I don't mean that in that toxic, like, just be positive, things will work out for you. Like, let's not add to the negativity, I should say, instead of let's be positive. But yeah, that's a week in a nutshell. An extra 40 hours work. Woo! We'll find out how that goes. And yeah, thank you very much for letting me share this. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, or like to introduce yourself, please do so below. I will reply, unless you don't want to, but then just tell me. And thank you very much for letting me share that. Like, share, subscribe, hit the little notification button, and thank you very much.